come up to the microphone and state your name and your address and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Please direct all comments to the board. For established procedures, we will not respond to questions or interact with the speaker during public comment. Everyone who indicates they would like follow-up from the district will get follow-up from the appropriate administrator. Amy Bless.
I do have a couple handouts. Who should I get? Hear me okay? My name is Amy Gloss. I live at 11656 Peck Lake Road. I am a lifelong Lowell School District resident. I don't own any property in Forest Hills. I don't pay any taxes in Forest Hills. I have no vote in Forest Hills Matters, and I don't have any family members attending your school district. I'm not here to comment on your decisions. It's none of my business, and I don't think it would be polite or respectful to do so. What I am here to discuss is last Monday's school board meeting, which endured public comment from 8 non-district members of Forest Hills for Just Education. In a coordinated effort to pollute and dilute the voices and views of a neighboring district's school taxpayers and voters. Specifically, your board trustee, Holly DeBoer's participation in that Monday event deserves inquiry and discussion. A transcript of Holly's comments.
I'm sorry, we can't discuss individual board members' activities if they're not related to their school board duties at public comment.
Okay, so she's off the hook.
Okay, thank you. Doug Lee.
And I am a resident of 8613 52nd Street. Again, my name is Doug Lee.
Hey, Doug, 1 second. Let me restart this time. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
You're good.
So in the spirit of cooperation, we have to give Mr. Kirby the benefit of the doubt. I've witnessed for 17 years the decline in the academic standards at Forest Hills, but that's not our new superintendent. He made a comment today that he needs to evaluate current programs and see if they're effective or not. What I will say, students don't pick the school district. They never pick, very rare, maybe a handful. It's the parents who decide to put their kids in. It's the parents who buy the house. It's the parents who decide to work here, that send their kids here. So surveying students, what they feel about school, the person we need to survey are the parents. There are 9,200 parents, and I only have 2 people, okay? So we're gonna really get an accurate assessment of what parents want. We need to stop asking the students, let's start asking the parents. That would be a great place to start as a benchmark. Now, this district was handed off to Mr. Kirby, okay? I hope that he addresses these issues and evaluates where the academic standards are. But the 2022 year, 23 year school year, Forest Hills District had a 61.9% math proficiency. And I've said this before, this is on the state data. And we can spin this any way we want to, that's fine. But let's make it better. Let's not say this is okay. Scott said he's willing to make improvements. That's the type of thing we need to look at if we're all gonna get along. And I've been focused on academics. So that's all I'm saying. Let's give Mr. Kirby, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I want him on a path to success because I've been here and I watched the 17 years decline. Okay? Number 2, in order for us to be effective, we are the taxpayers, we are the citizens in this community, and we had a voice on the agenda because public comment was up top before the agenda happened. For all the years I've been here, up till 2 years ago. That's what it's always been. Now I know that the anticipation was that we would put public comment in, that way people won't start showing up for school board meetings. Well, guess what? We're still showing up, okay? So I suggest, and we're respectful, if it's an agenda item, we would like the ability to make comment on the agenda item before it gets voted on. Won't add any more to your meetings than it does now. We operated that in the past. I like to operate on the going forward. Schools, buses, okay? Unlike East Grand Rapids, we're a walking community. Most of these parents work. Mom and dad work, and they rely on a consistent bus system in order to go to work. Their employers are not as forgiving when they gotta run their kid and something changes. We have to want to have the heart to fix the problem. If we just accept where we're at, we're gonna put applications out. I go to a lot of school districts, and they have the heart to solve this problem. This is not a difficult problem to solve. It's a relatively easy problem, but we don't, as a district, want to have the heart to solve it. Ask people how to solve it. You know, if you find out what's wrong, break the mold of the past and solve the problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know why this didn't go on, I'm sorry, but the 3 minutes was on.
Thank you.
Need a second to?
Yeah. I don't know, the volume's up, so we'll give it a shot again.
All right, thanks. Vincent Monaghan.
What you got me? Yes, it is. Vincent Monaghan, you'll find me at 6860 Cascade Road. My speech reflects my views and not any affiliated organization. I have a question for Superintendent Kirby. How does a parent partner with your administration in policy generation? Why do I ask? Because on 5/8/23, I posed the same question to Scott Haig, Dan Beam, and this board. My interest in not exposing innocents to pornography in school libraries is very well known. I don't admonish unhelpfully. I had a potential solution ready if anyone would listen. Despite my persistence, I remained unanswered for 2 months until Scott Haig met with me on 7/17, only to tell me that he saw his job as enforcing policies and not changing them. He directed me to the superintendent or the board, so I did my homework. Policy 1101, 1301, and 2101 directed me to the board first. On 8/21/23, I verbally invited dialogue. In subsequent email, President Foster dismissed me, unwilling to meet over my proposal despite having never read it. Then in October, she wrote, quote, board members do not write policy. Policy language is drafted by our law firm. This is technically disingenuous. Sure, the board doesn't write the policy, but then how does, through law, know what policies to create? Foster was not telling me. Email in November, Foster stated the board would, quote, consider any good idea as long as it's relevant to our duties. By policy 2201A2 and 4601, I considered my idea good and relevant. As none of you had seen it yet, my idea was at least owed that courtesy. After clarifying legalities, I sent individual emails to each board member on 1/3/24, inviting in-person discussion. By 2/7, Fawcett had not only opened our private email together to the entire board to read, but dismissively stated, quote, I think we will just need to agree to disagree regarding my proposal, which she still hadn't read. She also ignored my second question, who is my point of contact for ideas, effectively cutting me and the entire public from the board that they elected. Vice President Covell responded on email 1/6/24, I would like to meet with you and hear your ideas. I sent her a reply but never received written communication back. Over 2 months, she twice verbally expressed interest in meeting. I respectfully asked her to email me convenient times. I was met with silence, effectively ghosted. This has been a one-year goose chase. Haig refuses to leverage my concerns. Fawcett dismisses me casually without reading or answering all questions. And Covell sends the initial interest that demonstrates no follow-through. There was no point in asking the interim superintendent. So it's your turn, Superintendent Kirby. Who is the community's point of contact for offering ideas to shape board policy? Please show all the parents how we may partner with you to influence the direction of our children's education. We are your constituents. Please do not forget us, like Haig, Fawcett, and